Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Friday, happy Friday. We just finished workout. Still a little, literally just finished. Just working out. I'm not even finished. I'm going to finish right after the show. I got 2 more sets to do. I did 20-minute run, did 1 set. That's all I had time for this morning. I was up late, 3:30, working on some stuff on the website, flyer, and event. We got a meditation series coming up in Queensbridge. I'm going to post, and it's not part of the news today. It should have been. I made something else. What did I make the news? What was the news today? I don't even know. But we got a free meditation series coming up 3 weeks in Queensbridge, June 2nd, June 9th, June 16th, the next 3 Mondays. So this Monday coming, following Monday, and the following Monday. I'm facilitating. I'm leading my vision, right? Part of my meditative empowerment program. I always want to do it in my neighborhood. All right. I always want to bring meditation to my people, to my youth, to my elders, in public housing in Queensbridge specifically. It is open and free to everybody. You don't have to live in Queensbridge. You don't have to be from Queensbridge to attend. You see the info. You can make it. You hear me talk about it on the show, and you can make it. You could come. It's open for you. Just ask to come with an open mind. The way I guide meditation or lead meditation or teach meditation is not the traditional style. I guess whatever that means. Although I did learn traditionally, I did learn from Buddhist monks, right? I did first learn meditation, first from just my own life and source energy. But in terms of being around people who've been doing this, learning techniques and things like that, I was around some monks for a while, for like 2 weeks straight at Garrison Institute here in New York, a little bit upstate. And then, I was around those same monks for the next 2 years, off and on sporadically, right? Meeting here, meeting there, sitting in meditations, going through processes, 2-day retreats, 3-day retreats. So yeah, I learned, and that was 12 years ago. That was 14 years ago, 2011, 2010, 11, 14, 15 years ago. So I've been doing this for a while. So super dope, meditative empowerment workshop series. Let's read the description real quick so you guys can really know what it is, know what it's about, know what's happening, right? We don't want no surprises. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to click on the event so I can read it for you guys. All right, read what it is and all of that stuff. And I'm trying to, where do I find the info? I guess it is here. No. Give me 1 second. I guess we can go here. Edit detail. So, Rooted and Rising, a meditative empowerment journey. The short teaser says, ready to rest, recharge, and rise. Join us for Rooted and Rising, a free 3-week meditative empowerment journey in the heart of Queensbridge. Ground your body, clear your mind, and step into your power. A longer description. It says, join us for a powerful 3-week meditative empowerment series designed to help you reconnect with yourself, release what no longer serves you, and rise into your fullest potential. Through guided meditation, breath work, group reflection, and creative healing exercises, you'll gain tools for emotional clarity, inner peace, and personal power. This series is free and open to the public. No prior meditation experience is required. Just bring a willingness to show for yourself what to expect: grounding, breath work, and guided meditations, emotional release and empowerment practices, group connection and shared reflection, journaling, affirmations, and gentle movement, a safe and affirming space for all. Bring a journal, an open heart, and a water bottle. All right, we'll take care of the rest. Space is limited, so RSVP now to reserve your spots. I got 50 RSVPs. All right, clearly, if more people come, there is more space in the gym for more people. But 50 people, right, I think would be great. If more people come, that's great too. We want the more the merrier. All right, but obviously it'll be tough in 2 hours if it's 100 people to share. We're gonna end with, it's super dope. Not even gonna talk about it. I'm just really excited, really grateful that they made space for me, right? It's free. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is just something nobody hired me or booked me to facilitate this. This is my vision, my baby, something that I wanted to share in my neighborhood, right? I've been paid for my meditative empowerment program. We're gonna make millions from my meditative empowerment program, right? That's no lie. We are going to make millions of dollars. My fiance, myself, and my team, we are going to make millions of dollars in the team that I don't even have yet, right? But we're going to build it. We're going to make millions of dollars from this meditative empowerment program. We're going to do it in all type of facilities. We're going to do it for nurses and doctors and hospitals, for patients. We're going to do it in prisons, right? We're going to do it for prison workers and people incarcerated, for police officers, right? We're going to bring this meditative empowerment program to the masses. It is super dope. It was well received at Innovation Charter High School. It was well received in Delaware at the Limitless World Summit. So that's the meditative empowerment program, starting this Monday for the next 3 Mondays, June 2nd, June 9th, June 16th, 6 to 8 p.m., 10-25 41st Avenue in Queensbridge, Jacob Reese Community Center. So come through and let's get into the show. Peace and love. We are going to hit the share button. Please do share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Oh, snap. Thank you, baby, for the banner. Thank you. Happy Friday, my love. Happy Fortune and Freedom Friday. Thank you for the reminder. I forget to check the banner even on Sundays when we're doing the Sunday Light. I forget to change the SRDaily. All right. So I will be more intentional about that before I start. Make sure I'm in here. This is why I got to be in here before everybody comes on. All right. At least 5-10 minutes early so I can make sure the banners are correct. And I'm going to get there. Right. I am becoming more disciplined. I am working out consistently. I am journaling consistently. Right. A missed day here or there, but picking back up consistently, and all of the stuff, man. But let's hit the share button. Share this live with 5, 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Don't keep the good content to yourself. Spread the love. Hit that share button. Share this live with 5 to 10 of your peoples who may be interested in tuning in. Hit that share button. Share this good content. Please do share it. It matters. Spread the love, yo. And we are going to get right into the show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once again, I'm your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You were tuned into episode 378 of SRDaily, episode 378. We are just 22 episodes away from next milestone, episode 400. Coming close, fast approaching. Promo starting soon for that. Flyer going out, location update, all of that good stuff. Super excited, super grateful, looking forward. 400 episodes is a freaking milestone. I mentioned before, people quit after 5 episodes, 17 episodes, 30 episodes, 60 episodes, 120 episodes. If it's not going how they want it to go, they're not getting the money, not getting the viewership, they quit, right? On TikTok, when we first started doing this, we were averaging 3,000-4,000 views, right? At one point, we had almost 10,000 views, but we switched TikTok, views fell off drastically, right? But we're still doing it now. Certain clips are starting to pick up. The live viewership is not as great as it was. I'm perfectly fine with it, right? But the clips are picking up 1,000 views, 1,500 views, a couple of clips on YouTube, over 1,000 views. All right, so consistency, it wins, right? Especially when you do it because you love it. See, a lot of people start talk shows or quote unquote podcasts, not because they really love talking to people, not because they really love interacting with people, and they really love sharing knowledge or wisdom or understanding or experiences. No, they do it because it's going to bring them clout. They do it because they want to get their followers up. They do it because they want to make a check. All that's going to come. I'm lit. Like, I'm lit in real life, right? Like, in real life, in real time, in the hood, in every hood, I'm lit. I'm great. I'm popping. All the other stuff is like, okay, it's a byproduct. So I do the show because I really love media, and I've always wanted to host a talk show, right? And so that's why I do it. Not for the money, not for anything, but I do know, I'm very aware that as I grow, the show is going to grow, and eventually money's going to come pouring into the show. People are going to want to advertise and all of that stuff. We're going to use that money to then just do more stuff in the hoods, right? Further build the Juice and Play, the Healthier Hood Initiative. Yo, King J. Tom, what's going on, my brother? Eyes of Zion, what's going on? King J. Tom, we got to build, my brother. I see you on the panel with me. We on the panel together, June 28th. Let's build before then, because I really want to push this Healthier Hood Initiative. I think you'll like it, my brother. I think you'll like it. I think we can make some magic happen together. Actually, I know we can. All right. But let's get the show started, guys. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, episode 378 of SRDaily. Beautiful Friday, May 30th, 2025, last Friday of the month, day 30 of this watermelon challenge, and we are lit. Let's start with our first segment of the day. First segment, quote of the day. Very dope quote, again, from the book I read, Higher, from Arthur Henry. You can't solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. You cannot solve a problem with the same mindset that, let me read that one more time. You cannot solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. This is golden, and I promise you, I will be using quotes from this brother's book for years to come. I already see it. It's amazing. How true is this, though? How true is this? We think ourselves into challenging situations. We think ourselves into challenging situations, although most humans only blame others for their predicaments, right? Not being able to pay the rent. They say the job doesn't pay as much. They say people are charging, too much for rent, which is both valid, right? Both are valid. But you thought yourself into the situation when you ain't got no money, right? Whether it's too high or not, you thought yourself into that situation, right? But we blame other people, right? We sick. Oh, the government want to stop eating the bullshit, right? Like we think ourselves into situations or lack of thought allows us to be, we just drift into situations, right? But we get ourselves or find ourselves in problems and think that the same thinking that got us there in that problem will get us out. That's not how this thing works. It does not work like that. You have to change your mind about changing your mind. And that's another quote from Arthur Henry. You got to change your mind about changing your mind. Listen. This brother's wisdom is flowing through me. Pause. But that's how you know the book is good, when as I'm writing notes, it's just, but yo, you can't solve a problem with the same mindset that got you in it. Change your mind about changing your mind. Think different, right? Get other people in your mindset, right? Listen to YouTube talks, go to lectures, right? Talk to a friend who you know is going to give you the real, is going to think about a situation a little differently, or who thinks about things a little differently. Talk to people. You cannot change a problem. You cannot solve a problem, change the situation, change the circumstance with the same thinking that got you there. You can't. And that's our first segment. Let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Peace and love, brother Sefu Sankofa. Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love. Happy Friday, my brother. Second segment of the day. Need to know news of the day. Today's news is coming from our good people at the Good News Network. Listen, I read something that was phenomenal. In Europe, young adults are joining offline clubs as a way to get real life connection instead of social media connection. And it's becoming a hit. All right. This is necessary. All of us, adults included, are using screens way too much, from laptops to iPads to phones to tablets. All of the stuff is too much screen time, right? But more so, young people are using it far too much, right? They're walking into people in the streets on their phones, not being able to pay attention, right? They're talking at family functions and they're all in their phones, right? So disengaged from reality. You guys know I'm thirsty. I'm lying. I'm not thirsty. I haven't had anything to drink since Wednesday night. So the whole day yesterday, nothing. Today is day 2 of this breath challenge. Right, not a breath challenge, but a breath fast, 3 days, finishing watermelon challenge. And so talked a lot yesterday. I'm going to talk a lot today, right? I got a summit to go to after this. And then tomorrow we could rest a little bit, right? Tonight, tomorrow, be able to rest, spend some time in solitude, cleaning, reflecting, thinking, writing, projecting, planning, all of that stuff, right? But this is a hit, right? Young people are using screens way too much, and that's not good for their mental health. And so this saying, you know what, we want to use less screens, we want to get out in real life, this has to be good for their mental health. And it was crazy. Yesterday, Mona Love would tell you, yesterday, one of the young volunteers, sister, she said, she was complimenting me on my energy when I told her, I hadn't eaten anything. And then when I told her I was 41, she was like, holy cow, I don't believe it. I told her I'm doing just watermelon, Kimona and I doing just watermelon. She could not believe it. And then when I say, I asked her if she had social media, she said, no, she doesn't have social media, so she could protect her mental health. I was like, okay, all right. And initially in my head, or not initially, I was like, that's dope. But as I thought about it later, or pondered it, or it popped back in my head later, I was like, that's kind of cowardice, right? I'm like, I don't think by avoiding doing something like using social media is protecting your mental health. But then Spirit was like, stop, chill, hold up, wait a minute. I said, you know what? It is though. That is protecting your mental health, and it is not cowardice. It is strength. It is courage, right? Everybody's doing something. You saying, no, that's not good for me. I don't need to use that. And have a fulfilling life. You don't need social media to have a fulfilling life. You do need social connections, though. So as long as she's getting social connections, it's not isolating herself, then that's good. I didn't speak to her long enough to grasp that. But I said, staying away from what you deem to be toxic is indeed protecting your mental health. So let's read this article. Right. Again, I'm proud of that sister. Let's read this article though and get into it from the Good News Network. Young adults joining offline clubs across Europe to replace screen time with real time. Not everyone pines for the days without cell phones. But what about social media? Would you erase social media from the history books if you could? I wouldn't. I would not erase social media from the history books. It's make the world a lot smaller. If you said yes, you share the feelings of a staggering 46% of teenage respondents to a recent survey from the British Standards Institution, BSI, which also found that 68% of respondents said they felt worse when they spent too much time on their socials. Yeah, that's a problem with their content because respectfully, I like when I spend more time, I mean, aside of just feeling like I could do other things, I feel great, right? Like, of course, there's negative stuff. I try to filter it out. I stop following certain people, right? On Facebook, I may still be your friends, but I don't want to see your posts if you're posting fighting or always negative, right? I don't want to see your stuff because it does affect you. But like my social media is lit, right? Like people are starting businesses, people are helping people are feeding people are with their families, people are reading, people's businesses are growing, people are doing great at their jobs, people are getting healthier, right? Like people are experiencing life. So my social is lit. But that's real though. 68% of respondents said they felt worse, right? Teenagers when they spent too much time on their socials. Despite often being seen as the most vulnerable generation to smartphone addiction and social media use, it appears teens, who in any generation are extremely quick to pick up emerging social trends, are picking up on the negative impact social media has had on their lives and are enthusiastically looking to cut back. Yo, Eddie Kruger, what's going on, my brother? Willie Will, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. They're enthusiastically looking to cut back. Enter the Offline Club, who ironically have 530,000 followers on Instagram, a Dutch social movement looking to create screen-free public spaces and events and cafes to revive the time before phones, when board games, social interaction, and reading were the activities observed in public. Super dope. Proficient Pro, what's going on? What's going on? Peace and love. They also host digital detox retreats where participants unplug from not only their smartphones, but computers too, and experience a life before the internet. The Netherlands just introduced an offline zone in its busiest train station. That's fire. The offline zone. That's fire. Fire. I gotta follow them. In Milan, digital detox hangouts are the new thing to de-stress and unwind. Super dope. In a time when social media and mass internet-enabled communication through text and video have allowed psychology and medical professionals to gain celebrity levels of influence, many of those same professionals, be it Jonathan Haidt or Dr. Phil McGraw, are sounding the alarm over the harm which the introduction of handheld internet access has had on the mental well-being of the younger generation. BSI's research showed that out of 1,290 individuals aged 16 to 21, 47% would prefer to be young in a world without the internet, with 50% also saying a social media curfew would improve their lives. I love it. Dope. Let's build on it. Let's make it happen. I agree, a social media curfew, because people are on it from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. I found myself sometimes waking up, grabbing the phone, scrolling, checking emails, checking messages, scrolling, typing. Before I even get to my own head, I'm scrolling. And then at night, scrolling. No, gotta do better. And so I'm doing better, right? I am doing better. At least 30 minutes before bed, no phone, working to make it an hour or 2 hours, right? I go to bed at 12. I don't need to be on the phone past 10, right? Like my fiance, unless we chat, we talking, or some friends. But even then, like, okay, what's the immediate responsibilities, priorities? Children, fiance, parent, right? Children, fiance, parent. Fiance, she's with me. Children are not. Fiance, children, parent. Fiance, parent, children. Those are the priorities. Siblings, right? But like all the other stuff, I love being social. I'm a social freaking butterfly, but I could do better, right? Some countries, DW reports, are considering age restrictions on social media accounts. Australia has already implemented one at age 16. Cell phone bans at schools is becoming more and more common around the world, especially in the UK. The Offline Club is taking advantage of this rising cross-cultural awareness and helps its followers replace screen time with real time. Their founders envision a world where time spent in public is present and offline. It started in Amsterdam, but club chapters quickly organized in Milan, Berlin, Paris, London, Barcelona, Brussels, Antwerp, Dubai, Copenhagen, and Lisbon. Anyone can start a club in the city, so long as they can register a business entity in their country. The club provides training and branding material. I think Clearly I can't start that right now, but I think that's something that people should work to do here in the U.S., right here in New York. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Great news, right? We complain about our young people often, but our young people are doing it offline club. You just read that article. I definitely want to quote it. Nice. I just read that article. I definitely want to cultivate spaces for human connection for young people. That's from Mona Love. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's make the time and do it, right? Like we got young people, right? Our children are young people. We got to do it. We got nieces and nephews, right? Like we work with young people, right? So yeah, let's make the time. Let's figure it out. Let's do that. Sefu Sanko for tuning in from Broadway Junction, getting his exercise in. Yes, 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 yes. Dope. Offline clubs. Super dope, bro. Super dope. Super dope. Super dope. Absolutely. Let's move right along, guys, to our. Oh, snap. Where did my notes go? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. Oh, man. I exited out by accident. Hold on, guys. Let me pull my notes up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's pull the docs back up. Let's pull the notes back up. 1 second, family. 1 second. We are pulling the notes back up. I exited out by accident. All right, but we are here. Give me 1 second. I got to scroll all the way down to today's show. Boom, bap, and we are here. We're going to move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, tip of the day, building off what we just talked about, the news, building off the sister's revelation yesterday, or me finding out that a young person does not use social media. Tip is to protect your mental health and emotional health at all costs. Put up boundaries. The sister yesterday said she does not have social media as an effort to protect her mental health. I think that's great. I am extremely proud of her for knowing her boundary and for putting it up for herself, not against anyone else, but for herself. I'm not using this. She's not on social telling people what they shouldn't be posting. She said, I'm not using it. This makes me think of other ways folks can protect their mental health. Don't consume negativity when you don't want to. Listen, I have to keep reminding my mother. I love my mother. I love her dearly. I love her now more than I ever have, maybe since I was a child and really needed her, right? Like, I love her. Our bond is growing so much deeper. Outside yesterday dancing. But I have to keep reminding my mother when we talk that, listen, unless it's a family emergency, you have to begin all talks with me with positive talk. I walked in the other day. She said, hey, did you hear about the baby? I'm like, I don't want to hear about no baby right now. You ain't say how you doing, what's happening. We ain't hug yet. Nothing. Like, let's talk, let's laugh, let's catch up. I might have some stuff to share. But like everybody's different. And so some people, they thrive with that. Some people, their world is filled with that. Some people don't know how to be positive, right? So you got to put that boundary in mind on the phone or in person. Like, you cannot just jump into negativity. Who got arrested? What happened over here? Who was fighting? Who cursed who out? Who died? No, man, like, chill, right? Like, unless it's a family emergency where something with one of my siblings, a family member, a cousin that happened, then that's okay, cool. It's cool to be knocked off my feet, to be knocked off balance for that. But all the other stuff, no, man, I'm not doing it, right? Like, no, I don't care what's happening in the neighborhood or on the news, etc. Begin all talks with positivity, right? Don't start with the bullshit, man. Please, don't start with that bullshit, all right? And there are, of course, many other ways to protect your mental health, including meditation, eating right, getting adequate sleep, right? Getting adequate quality sleep, something that many of us are not doing. I could definitely be better in that area. We're just talking to Mona the last 2 nights. Went to bed 3:30, 4 o'clock, up late doing some work, woke up early. Not tonight. Tonight I will be in bed. I wasn't in bed till that time. I will be in bed by midnight tonight, right? Ideally by 11 I'll be in bed reading, so I can read for an hour or two. If I stay up till 1 and sleep till 6 for Saturday, right? That's cool. 5 hours. I want to get between 4 to 6 hours of sleep. That's my range. Some days, clearly, I will need more, and I will get 7, 8 hours some days, but not regularly 4 to 6. I thrive. Every week or 2 weeks, I get a day or two of 8 hours sleep where I nap and I rest, and right. But yeah, adequate sleep, man. I'm gonna be better in that area. We're gonna move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. This is where I greet people with peace and love. Peace and love, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. That is what we do. Peace and love. That's how we greet folks. Fourth segment of the day, guys. Before we get out of here, a few minutes left. Our build of the day. Today's build is listen. I'm inspired, so I'm emotional about this. What I'm talking about, but the power of your vision and how it benefits others. I'm still reeling off the fact that we created a gig for my aunt in our hood, doing what she enjoys and loves, serving her community. We created a job. We created a job for my aunt. This is a direct result of the work I've been putting in, right? Excuse me. I can't even burp. Ooh, ain't nothing coming out. There we go. Pardon me, guys. This breath fast when you talk so much takes your toll. I look forward to not having to do the show tomorrow morning, right? I may have to do some talking tomorrow because I really want to get one episode of the Sugar Ray Show in for Mental Health Month before it's over. And I may go on tomorrow and just talk about my mental health journey. And then June, work to interview some folks, figure out a schedule, figure out what makes sense, work to interview some folks for Gun Violence Awareness Month. Anyway, we created a gig for my aunt, direct result of the work I've been putting in. I had a vision and embarked on it. Right, I said, I want to feed my community. I want to be outside providing more resources for my neighborhood. 2020, we did a bus trip, took some young people to DC, came out, we're doing the food distributions, we rocking every week. I started doing the Pampers, right? I had enough money, a couple grand saved. I said, I'm going to buy Pampers every week, $500 of my own money every week for the next 2 months, 3 months. And then we should be able to get some donations, stuff to pick up, and we'll be able to solicit donations from folks. And that's what we did. All right. My aunt came outside to join me. Right. She volunteered with no issue. I needed help. I said, Auntie, I need you to help me figure out how to distribute these Pampers in a way that's equitable for everybody. Right. In a way that is not just any random person saying they got a baby at home taking it. Like, we're not asking for all of your information, but like, let's figure out a better system. Right. So she started volunteering. Right. No issue. Then she started to make money by selling her oils. She bring her oils outside, bring her other products, clothes and baby stuff, and she's giving still mad stuff for free, but then she's selling stuff as well. Cool, dope. Then we started the farm stand. She started volunteering at the farm stand last year, right? She's been great. She's been leading the farm stand, right? While I do the grocery boxes, while I do juice and play, while I do all the other stuff, she's leading the farm stand, managing the register, managing the volunteers at the farm stand, making sure it's set up, making sure things are going where they're supposed to go, doing the inventory, writing the money total at the end of the shift, doing all of that stuff. She's been incredible. Now, a year later, starting yesterday, all right, she's been getting paid to help run the farm stand. Now she's getting paid for what she was already doing. I spoke about this last week. When you do more than you are paid for, you will eventually be paid for more than you do. When you do for free what you could or should be paid for, you will eventually be paid to do the things that you would, could, and have done for free. She's now being paid $31.50 an hour. $31.50 an hour, again, is not a whole lot of money. It's not a whole lot of hours. It's not a full-time gig every day. But for those 5 hours from 2 to 7 when we're doing the farm stand, she's able to get paid, able to do things that she needs to do, another $1.50, buck and some change in her pocket to handle her responsibilities. That's dope. That's dope. And I'm really freaking proud of that. I'm really proud of her for coming outside, for trusting the process, for just pouring into the community without thought of reward. And then she's rewarded, right? I gave her an actual award before. Now she gets compensated for being outside on Thursdays, able to be outside and make some money, right? And I'm extremely thankful to my Connected Chef team for making this happen, and all of the funders who donated to us, to the organization, so that we can create jobs for people like my aunt, right? In her neighborhood, doing what she enjoys. This is dope, man. This is dope. This is dope. This is the dream. The dream is to make a living, make an income, doing what you enjoy, doing what you love. And this is why you got to follow your spirit and have to just do the thing, man. Just do the thing. She just did the thing, and the thing is done. And here we are later with the done thing. And she got a gig now, right? Super dope. Eventually, things will level out, and you'll start seeing all types of impact as a result of your simple and humble beginnings. Keep going. The world is dependent on you. It is. And I'm super dope. And this is the second person in my immediate crew who I created a gig for. I'm super proud, man. I'm like super proud, super honored, right? All that good stuff. Brother said, Fu said, adequate sleep also means investing in a good mattress. Absolutely. Investing in a good mattress. I'm grateful to have a good mattress. My mattress is pretty comfortable. So it's just about going to sleep, right? For me, it's about just taking my behind to bed, right? Like, I'm a night owl and an early in the morning person. I'm both. I can stay up late night and I can wake up early. But I need to go to sleep earlier so I can wake up earlier, right? If I go to sleep at 11 o'clock, I could get up at 4, no problem, as opposed to going to sleep at 12, 1 o'clock, trying to get up at 4, 4:30. I'm still a little sluggish. No, can't do that consistently. Some days you can pop up, boom, back, handle it. Most days, nah, I need more time. Bed by 11, up by 4, 4:30. Take my time, stretch, meditate, get into the day, flow easy. 2 hours workout, 2 hours of workout, hour journaling, reading, show notes, all of that stuff. And then 8:30, I'm here at my seat, ready for the show, right? But Connected Chef, making an impact in the community. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But listen, guys, that is the show. That is our show. That is a wrap. That is a wrap. That is a wrap. We are done, family. We are done. We are done. Listen, closing out week 70. Wait, what week is this? This is not. Whoa, what's that? This is 76. Wait, what? Did I? It's only week 76. I could have sworn this was week 77. I would have sworn this was week 77. I'm going back through the notes. And yeah, this is week 76. 74 was the 12th. 75 was the 19th. Yeah, week 76. Yeah. Closing out week 76. My bad, guys. I thought this was week 77. I don't know how, but I absolutely thought that this was week 77. But listen, guys, week 76, closing out episode 378 of SR Daily. Remember, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. Thank you always for tuning in. Please be sure to join us right back here next week. Same time, same place, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please, you have friends. Spread the word. Send them my info. Be like, yo, tap into bro on live at this time, Mondays through Fridays, 30 minutes. And remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. You are limitless. Peace and love, family. Peace and love.